am just now getting around to edit this, but this is a little vlog of when Anthony and I went to Florida. We went with his family, so it was his sister, his brother-in-law, his brother-in-law's daughter, and then me and Anthony. Oh, and also his brother-in-law's daughter's friend went, and it was so much freaking fun. So we did drive there. We live in Missouri, and we were going to Vero Beach, Florida. So it took us 2 days. I would say the first day we were in the car, oh gosh, I don't know, like 12 hours. We left at 5 a.m., and then we arrived around like 5 or 6 p.m., just because you have to account for traffic. And then the very next day, I would say we were in the car a little bit less, so maybe 9 hours. His brother-in-law has all the hookups because he is a huge Disney fan. I mean, we're all huge Disney fans, but he has been to Disney World a bunch, Disneyland. He stayed in this resort a bunch. So we wanted to go with them for the first time, and it was stunning. There was a washer and dryer, so if you have all of that sea salt clothes, you could wash them, which was really handy. There was a really gorgeous main bedroom that attached to the bathroom, as you guys saw, and this is where Anthony and I stayed. I love how everything is so modern and up to date, from the flooring to the granite countertops. I'm not going to lie, normally when I stay somewhere, whether it's a hotel, wherever it is, I'm just so self-conscious, and this place I just felt so comfortable. And we also had a little balcony that was attached to our room. So freaking gorgeous. The view was everything. Y'all may think this is crazy because I'm 22, but this was my first time being to the beach, and it was so serene. I absolutely loved the sand, the seashells, the water. It was just gorgeous and such a fun experience for me. We arrived at our resort Saturday night, so we spent Saturday night on the beach, but then catching a little bit of sleep. And then the next day, Anthony and I went shopping, and then after that, Monday and Tuesday was spent in Disney World. We planned it so that the very first day, which was Monday, I believe, we would go to Hollywood Studios, and then the next day we would go to Magic Kingdom. I just knew Magic Kingdom was going to be my personal favorite, and there was going to be so much scenery and so many cool shops, and also the light display on the castle at the end of the night. So I really wanted to end with a bang rather than starting with that. The first ride that we rode was Rise of the Resistance. The wait time for this was not long, so we did pay for Fast Pass, I believe is what it's called. I'm forgetting, it was months ago, but we did pay for that. But I think this ride is so new we couldn't book it, so we got there super early, like 8 in the morning, and although it said it was going to be an hour and a half long wait, I want to say we only waited like 30 minutes. So it was super cool and definitely worth the wait. I'm really glad we started with this one because it did not make me sick. I didn't account for that. Everybody raves about loving Disney World, so automatically I'm like, oh, I'm gonna love Disney World. And I didn't think about the fact that it is mostly rides. Obviously there's a lot of other attractions, but a lot of rides, and I get motion sickness incredibly bad. That mixed with the heat because it was beginning of August. Yeah, I got so sick later throughout the day, but I kept pushing through. Mostly I was pushing through because I was like, listen, we paid so much for these tickets. We drove because Orlando, like on top of driving, you know, however many hours the first few days, Orlando was yet again another like hour and a half, 2 hours away from Vero Beach. So we drove all this away and we paid for the tickets. And I also obviously have FOMO, and I'm like, I'm probably not going to get this chance again for a very long time because it was expensive and I just probably wouldn't spend the money again. So I just kept pushing myself to do rides. So this first one was Rise of the Resistance. And then after that, I think it was, oh my gosh, Toy Story Mania. And then somewhere after that, we did the hotel one. I don't know. We just did a bunch of them. And then the next day, of course, it was Magic Kingdom. We walked in, and just like everybody describes, it was so amazing. The second day, we didn't ride as many rides because I just kind of told Anthony I didn't want to get sick again, and I was mostly here for the food and the scenery. I'm not even going to lie. The number one thing on my to-do list was definitely the nighttime like display on the castle. So even though, oh my gosh, I want to say it started at like 9 o'clock, we sat down at like 8:15. I wasn't going to sit down that early, but I already saw people kind of crowding around, and I was like, I'm going to get a good view. Like, I want to sit up freaking close. So even though earlier I said I probably wouldn't buy tickets again, or I mean, at the very least for a very, very long time, I would definitely go to Magic Kingdom again, if not for anything else, just for this display. It is so gorgeous, and videos do not do it justice. If you've ever been, you obviously know the feeling that you get when you're there. And even though we'd literally been in Magic Kingdom all day long and my feet were freaking throbbing, it didn't even matter in this moment. Like, it was so beautiful. The fireworks show was amazing. I mean, just the nostalgia that you get from all the Disney movies that they display. Yeah, this part was absolutely 100,000 out of 10. I also showed a lot of this part and it takes up a lot of the vlog, but I just thought, like, if you haven't been to Disney World, I have to show you guys this because I can't say it enough. Like, it was freaking cool. It was either a 15-minute or a 30-minute show. I don't even remember. I would have put the whole thing in here if I could. And then after that, we spent the remainder of the time on the beach. So we first arrived Saturday night. Sunday, we spent shopping. Monday and Tuesday, we were at Disney World. And then literally Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I don't know. We were there for like a week total. We spent the rest of the time at the beach just catching a tan, catching some waves. I didn't think I was going to go out and swim, but I definitely did. And I definitely loved it. And then I'm just putting in a couple pictures that I love from Disney World and from the beach. It was such an amazing time. That is my Florida vlog. 10 out of 10. Want to go again soon.